Hi, this is Debbie Happy Cohen, founder of Joy-Based Living. And I wanted to say a few words today about the idea of indifference. In studying complex post-traumatic stress, there's a lot of information about the inner responses to having been bullied, having been shamed or betrayed. And to me, that's like having sunshine on a flower that's just too strong. It's gonna kill it. But the opposite is also true. Indifference, whether it's your indifference to yourself or indifference that you received or receive from someone who is significant to you, that's like the sun turning away. That can also kill a plant or a flower. Think about it physically. If the sun shut off, if it shut off, the earth wouldn't last for more than probably a few hours. So I'm bringing this up because I think that the inner responses that young children have to indifference become decisions that they make about themselves, about their identity. And the people who are walking this path with me and coming to the other side of it, they're popping like popcorn now. They're just starting to pop. It's amazing what's happening. One of the most difficult things to touch into is the physical responses inside the body to having been treated with indifference. It's much easier to ask somebody, so when that person told you that you're a jerk, what did you experience in your body? Blah, 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 or whatever. Like there's something there. But when there's a sense of indifference, it's a little bit more challenging sometimes to really tune in. And because so much of the healing has to do with self-care, kind attention, self-love, well, what are we bringing that self-care and kind attention and self-love to? We're bringing it to those places of woundedness so that the woundedness can actually release, leave the body, exit, and then you can have a new storyline instead of a repeated storyline. So I just wanted to encourage you, if that is something that you have experienced, or that, we learn to love ourselves the way that in the way that we were loved, in the way that we were cared for. And I hesitated there because I was going to say in the way our parents loved us. But there's a few people I'm working with that they had really wonderful parents, but they were like free-thinking kind of people. And then they were raised in a very fundamentalist country or city or town. And so they would go to school and their peers and teachers would reject them. And that had a really big effect on how they see themselves in the world. Like, why bother taking good care of myself? Why bother standing up for myself? Nobody's going to want me anyway. I'll be left on the playground all by myself anyway. And they wouldn't necessarily be mean, like beating them up. But they would show looks of contempt or disdain or indifference. So we're here in a conversation. I'm the founder of Joy-Based Living, and it doesn't ever lose my sight that we're dealing with such heavy topics here. The intent is joy. All we're doing here is bringing up any awareness to obstacles, to love's presence. Love heals. When we bring anything to love, it heals, but we have to bring it to the table. We have to take all the layers off of the wound and let the air and the oxygen get to it and help it heal. It will heal on its own once we do that. So my best to you on your journey, and God bless you for being so courageous for facing the inner stuff that can hurt so much that most of humanity has kind of locked it away in a cellar. So good on ya. It's wonderful to have you on this journey with me. Thank you.